Thank you, Acting Llywydd, and thank you, Minister, for your statement. I'd like to start by thanking those who work tirelessly to promote and encourage businesses to sell fair trade products, and it is undoubtedly this behaviour that encourages the sustainable manufacturing and production of fair trade goods and services that allows everyone to benefit from this market. It also goes without saying that everyone here in this chamber is eternally grateful to all those businesses and customers that continually value and purchase fair trade products, helping some of the poorest communities in the world. I'm extremely delighted to join in the celebration of Wales's 15th anniversary of being a fair trade nation and in the renewing of the UK Fair Trade Foundation, because it presents a perfect opportunity to reflect upon the work that has been done and to reflect upon the work that is necessary going forward. It is important to remember that we are still very much at the start of a journey that is needed to address how we consume as a nation and as a world, and any effort undertaken to improve the lives of those who produce and create for us should always be welcomed. From your statement today, Minister, you mentioned about stronger criteria, and I believe that we will all welcome a renewed effort to understand the current appetite for fair trade products and how people engage with campaigns, and for your political engagement on this issue. With this in mind, Minister, what consideration have you given to commissioning work to understand the true potential for fair trade products in Wales by mapping their potential market across the country? This knowledge will help businesses to understand the potential increase in trade that they may well have if they stock fair trade products and create better market conditions for supplying a larger range. There is an obvious area of fair trade growth in Wales within the public sector when they source goods, and I would therefore like to know what specific attempts have you made to integrate fair trade products into the public sector in Wales, and what recommendations have you given to businesses who are in receipt of Welsh Government funding about the need to source fair trade products wherever possible? Turning to the range of products that we have available to us as fair trade in Wales, we are of course aware of the high-profile ones, such as tea, coffee, chocolate and fruit. But what is being done to actively encourage the introduction of other products onto the market? As you know, for more fair trade products to be introduced, you have to create the awareness and market for them. So what investment have you made in helping to promote less prominent fair trade products on a national level? I believe that we are all well aware that fair trade products predominantly come from the Southern Hemisphere countries, and it's one of the most significant sectors of Northern Hemisphere ethical consumerism. However, we must be mindful that with this, there's a higher carbon footprint from sourcing goods from such distances, especially when we have availability of some of these products much closer to home. For instance, how can one justify promoting fair trade wool products from Chile or Nepal with a higher carbon footprint and not the promotion of wool products made locally in Wales and sourced from Welsh sheep? This is not to be critical of fair trade products. When we must source goods from abroad, it is obviously better to buy fair trade, but there are other genuine ethical concerns that we must take into account. The logical argument then would be to help encourage the creation of fair trade markets closer to the country of origin. With this in mind, Minister, what assessment have you made of the Welsh Government's ability to do this? You have mentioned in the past that you have been working with Scotland Fair Trade Forum to share best practices and to ascertain the best ways of moving forward with fair trade. But how has this partnership benefited the creation of new fair trade markets? Wales is quite rightly proud of being a fair trade nation, but this cannot just be a token gesture of promoting the businesses that sell fair trade. It must go much deeper. There has to be an effort to create a change on a bigger scale. You have mentioned the new criteria for measuring awareness, but you have not mentioned anything regarding a strategy to improve fair trade sales long-term, which I hope you can address in your response. We seem to look internationally towards ready-made fair trade markets because of the branding aspect, but we seemingly ignore those opportunities for encouraging fair trade on our doorstep. This is something that I hope the Welsh Government addresses going forward. Thank you.